What's going on, guys? This is a question I see asked a lot. How much power can the stock WRX transmission, the 6-speed and the VAs and the VBs, how much power can they handle before we need to swap to an STI transmission or until you blow it up? So I've seen a lot of numbers thrown out there. Some guys are like 300, 350, some say stock. But the thing with these transmissions is they can hold power, they can't handle shock. Shock is what hurts them. So I've seen guys run these transmissions all the way up, maxing out the stock fuel system in the car and not blowing them up. The trick is not launching it. When you launch it, you're sending a whole bunch of power through it at one time, and that's when you start snapping it. So this car right now is making 430 wheel horsepower, 400 wheel torque, which is not a ton, but it's enough to break the stock transmission if I were to launch it. I never launch this car. I always roll into my throttle. That way I'm not, like I said, I'm not shocking it all at once with a bunch of power. It can, slowly build up. It's better for the engine as well. Haven't had one problem with it. But if you want to start launching your car and you have a stock 6-speed, you're probably going to break it. So I see this all the time on the forums. People are like, well, you can't make, don't push your car past 350 wheel horsepower until you put the STI transmission in there. And that's simply not true. If you just, take it easy on it. Now, of course, you don't get the fun in launching the car, yes, but you can still build the car to make some power and do the STI swap later. Or if you don't want to launch your car, you're not into doing a drag race from a dead stop, you don't need to worry about it. So for like this car, for example, I'm not really worried about launching it because I don't drag race. That's not the purpose of the car. I built this thing to be a fun daily and also something that I can have fun in the mountains with. Just having fun on back roads. Don't really have to launch the car. So eventually, I do want to track this thing eventually. I probably will put the STI transmission in there at some point, but for now, time being, I don't need to have that transmission in there just because of what I'm doing with the car, and I'd rather save the money for now and put it into suspension parts than an STI transmission. So anyway, like I said, just kind of clear that up. If you're on the fence about building a WRX and you have this transmission in there, it still might. I'm not saying it's a guaranteed it's not going to break if you push 500 more horsepower with it. It's still a weaker transmission, but the odds of you breaking it are way lower if you just take it easy on it. Anyway, hope that was helpful. Be sure to leave a like if it was. Subscribe to the channel. Love to see you back here again. Catch y'all next time.